Welcome to the Holistic Approach Community Demo. I am so excited to show you what it looks like and inside. And so we're just going to go through the desktop version, and then I'm going to show you the navigation on your mobile device. So this platform is called Mighty Networks. So eventually you will want to download the Mighty Networks application and then search for the Holistic Approach Community within that application, and then you'll log in and you'll have access to the community on your mobile device as well. So we're going to first start with the desktop version. So this is what the community is going to look like. And this is just the normal feed. So all of the posts that I have posted are going to just kind of be here and live in this feed. So they're not in any particular order. So if you were to comment on an older post, it's just going to send it up to the top of the feed. So it is a little bit, this part is a little bit unorganized, so you don't really see it in an organized fashion. But if that's okay with you, you can certainly just scroll through these and take a look at all of the posts. Now, over here on this left-hand side, we'll move to discovery. This is one of my favorite areas of the community because this is where you can see all of the feed organized. So when I come into the community, this is where I typically go. All right, so at the top here, you'll see welcome. These are the posts that you usually look at and use as a resource when you're newer to the community. So we'll take a look at some of these. Here's the community setup checklist. So you just go through this checklist that I made, just a couple things to do to make sure that you're utilizing the community and getting the most benefit out of it. So there's a few things under Let's Get Started, just kind of helping you get acquainted with setting up your profile and navigating a bit around the community. And these steps are going to kind of help you learn the different areas of the community. So let's get started. You'll fill out your profile, RSVP for an event, click on my name to follow me, read through the Let's Connect article, send me a private message. So anytime, this is important to know how to send me a private message in the community if you ever need that one-on-one support. And then comment on a post or a video in the community. So if you really like one of the videos that I will share under the topics very, very soon, or any of the posts for that matter, you can certainly just leave a message or a comment underneath that post. So we can close that out. Next, how to get in touch. So you can read through this. There are two main ways to communicate in the community, and I let you know which ones are visible to everybody in the community. And then if you need something more private, if you need that one-on-one support from me, or if you're reaching out to somebody else, I share what it looks like to have that private community communication. So you can read through those, and those will always be available here. And then I'll share more about what topics are, and then you'll also see this is a very exciting event coming up in November. Next area is featured. So I change these, the welcome section and the featured section, on a regular basis. So you'll always see the community news post here, probably the latest playlist that I've made, or the latest event or class, and then these are groups, and I'll share a little bit more about that as well. Next, upcoming events. So this section shows you all of the events that are coming up in the community. You can see this one, we're literally in the community navigation demo, and you can see it's letting us know we're live right now. So just so you can see this, I'll go over this a little bit later too, but you can see how you can click on this link and then it'll send you, let's just see if that works. We'll see us live. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe that won't work. That's okay. All right. So I just wanted to show that super quick. All right. Underneath that is all the topics. I'm going to go over that in a second. There's a separate area of that on this menu here. So this is the discovery area. If you want to kind of see everything within the feed in more an organized manner, you can certainly check it all out in the discovery area. Next, members. This is just showing all of the members who are currently within the community. The cool thing about this community is that I am the only person who is allowing others to join. So every single person within this community I know personally. It's not going to be anybody randomly joining. If that is the case, for instance, if you have somebody who I don't know, maybe a family member who would benefit from this community, of course, they're more than welcome to join. But it's not going to be just some random person nobody knows joining the community. So that is one of the things I love about this platform. So that's that section. Next is about. This just shares what this particular community is all about, so you can certainly go ahead and check this out. I share the benefits of the community here. There's 4 members so far, and then you can visit my website, vanessareagans.com, of course, and then it shares a couple of these posts. And then here, if you are interested in getting the Mighty Networks application on your phone, it also works on your iPad. You can text, or you can enter your phone number here, and then the platform is going to send you a link so that you can download that on your mobile device. All right. Next, invite. This is not for you. This is mostly for me because this is my host dashboard. So let's move into topics. This is where I am organizing all the classes. So all the yoga classes, foam rolling classes, stretching, qigong, which is coming soon. This type of event is going to be in a playlist, but I will be putting the recording in the catch the replay. So these are not classes, these are these live events. So if I'm doing a demonstration or if I'm having a live interview, you can catch the replay. I'll always put those recordings in this topic. Now, if you have any issues, if you have an idea, or if you have any questions, there's a couple different ways you can do this. If you feel like it's something that is like the entire platform is not working correctly, or there's a bug, or something's not working right, then you can certainly add it to this topic. I'm just going to open this up really quick. There are no posts under this topic yet, just getting started. But also I made a note, all of the posts that you post under this topic are going to be visible to everybody within the community, or everybody who's following that topic. So you can certainly, if it's something that's going to apply to everybody within the community, you can certainly place it here. If it's more personal and you prefer it to be a private message, you can certainly message me privately. It's completely up to you. Alrighty, so here we go. You're going to see a couple of the posts that I showed earlier in the Discovery channel. Some of these are set up to be displayed within those welcome and featured sections of the Discovery channel here. So let's go through this. I only have 2, the community setup checklist and then how to get in touch. I shared those earlier, so I won't open those up. Up here, I have a description for each of these topics, so you know exactly what is under each one. Now, these may change. I am certified in 3 different styles of yoga besides stand-up paddleboarding. So my thinking is in the future I might organize those separately. So Hatha yoga, yin yoga, and yoga shred. So I might be splitting those types of styles of classes into their own topics soon. So each topic's going to have their own little description here. So you'll be able to, I'm using this opportunity to share the navigation around the community. So this recording is going to be here in the Start Here section. I'm going to make a playlist, in fact, of each video. I'm going to have a couple different ones. I'm going to share how to set up your profile, and then I'm also going to share with you how to set your notification settings within this community. And then I'm also, this is something on my to-do list, is I'm going to make some FAQs, especially if I get a lot of them. So if you ever have a question, you can post that in the question topic, and then I will get an alert and I'll be able to go there and address it. And then last but not least, group explanations. So over here, I will show you a little bit what these look like, so that you're familiar with those and what their purpose is here in the community. So this is that Start Here. I'm going to be slowly filling these up. If you have an idea or a resource that you feel would be super helpful to have on hand, let me know. It's easy to make that. I'm very, very open to that. So let's go back to topics. I've definitely been filling in the yoga classes, so you have a few to kind of play around with here. And I'm also trying to also include the duration of time. So you can see the yoga shred is 30 minutes here. The 5-day yoga shred challenge playlist. This playlist, if you see that, you're going to know that there are several videos within that post. So let me just show you. So I have the 5 different videos. It was a 5-day yoga shred challenge. So I have the introducing yoga, and then day 1. You do your hand and knees, push up, fierce kicks, and then there's the video. And then day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And then I encourage you, if you would like to share your experience, what you liked, how you feel afterwards, that sort of thing, you can share your thoughts here in the comments. So that's what a playlist is going to look like, or that's what that also means. So there's also one in the foam rolling topic. There's a playlist. All right, so there you go. There's a few classes. Now, for some of you joining and transitioning into this platform, if you were on Vimeo, that's where all of my classes are right now. They're kind of stuck in the on-demand world right now until I'm waiting for a full 30-day cycle, and then all of those classes are going to be uploaded into the proper topics. So all the yoga ones will go under yoga, all the foam roller ones will go under foam rolling, stretching, and so on. Okay, so I want to show you foam rolling. And then I think that'll kind of show you the gist of topics. So here we go. I have 2 playlists here for you in the foam rolling topic. So the foam roller chart common pain points, and then how to use the foam roller playlist. Now, these are very similar. These are basically the videos that are on my YouTube channel, but I feel like this is kind of a prettier way of displaying it, and just easier to navigate. So here we go. My favorite tools, and I put how much time it is so you know the commitment of each video. How to release tension. I guess I didn't put the times on those. And then so on. Here's how to release tension, and then how to release. Okay, so that's for the how to use the foam roller, but when I show you this, I was excited about this one. I separated it. So for the common pain points, there's the intro. So here's feet and knees. Okay, so we have I don't have that one yet. So lower back, we'll go to lower back. So here's how to release tension in the lower back using the foam roller. Okay, and then right underneath that, complementary stretches for the lower back. So then you would do the foam roller, and then you would do the complementary stretches, and they're right there next to each other. So I feel like it's organized in a different way. So I tried to make that easy to kind of navigate there. All right. So I hope that is clear on how to navigate around topics. This is a great way if you don't care for looking through the feed, the home feed. It's kind of, sometimes it feels a little messy or a little overwhelming. You can certainly look at the Discovery tab That's my favorite tab to look at. Or if you know exactly what you're trying to look for, you can certainly go into the topics and click on the proper topic to find the post that you're looking for. All right, so next, events. So I'm very excited about this because now I will be able to have my events available to you all every single week. So Jesse and I are waiting to move in August, and then when we are settled, I am planning on being live every single week. So I'm playing around with calendar times right now and trying to kind of see where it kind of falls and where it lands in my schedule. So I'll just show a couple things. Here we go. We've got the live community demo. We're still going, but I know I started a little bit late. But here you'll have this information here in the app. So what I love about this is that everything is in one spot, and it's just easier for me to manage. So you'll be able to see the upcoming live classes. Right now, my live classes are on Instagram. Once we move, these are going to be just like this on a unlisted YouTube event, and then the recording is going to be uploaded into the community. So these are not going to be available everywhere. These are strictly for people who have purchased access to this community. So I have another live community navigation demo coming up in June, Hatha class later on, and then the Yalapa, Mexico retreat. So I'm going to be every Sunday uploading new events so that they don't get too crazy long with the events in the calendar. So every single week you'll just have what's coming this week. And you'll be able to click on this awesome calendar. This is a brand new update here. And so you'll be able to kind of see what's coming up on a particular day if that works better for you. And then you can see what's coming up. So this is where you can view those events. Next is groups. So I only have 2 groups here. So clients who have enrolled in the Holistic Approach Hybrid Coaching Program, these folks will also have access to the classes, to the community to what I've just showed you. And then almost a layer deeper within the platform. So they'll be able to have access to this area. So it looks the same, but this is a private area. So only the clients will have access to this. So they'll have their own discovery, which I don't have any clients within this program quite yet. So these are blank, but I'll fill this all out. But for the topics, I have nourishment, self-care, personal development. That's supposed to be personal development, and then support bugs and questions. Again, it's going to be on all the groups and the main network. So if there's any support or questions that these clients need in regards to the Holistic Approach Coaching Program, then they'll come into this group to submit that post here in that support topic. And then we'll have separate events for this group. So if you're just in the Holistic Approach community, just for the classes, then you're not going to see these events. These events are not going to pop up on your calendar, just for the people who are enrolled within this group. And then obviously I don't have these events. So these will be coaching calls, the group coaching calls, and then I also offer additional yoga classes for the clients who are enrolled in this program. Now, the next group is for the yoga retreat. So this is going to allow me, again, they have their own topics. So start here, itinerary, and more. Thanks for the memories is a topic area. I'm hoping that everybody can post their pictures, so they take a selfie and then they can post it directly into the retreat group so we can all see what's going on. But again, the people in the main community, what I showed you before, those folks will not be able to see any of these things. They will not have access to the topics or the events in the retreat group. So I hope that makes sense. And again, here are questions, supports, and bugs and where we'll be able to communicate there as well. And then for those of you who join me on this retreat, all of the events for day 1, day 2, 3, and 4. It's a 4-day retreat. So all of the details and the full itinerary of events are going to be available here. You can RSVP for the events. So since I don't have events in here, I'm going to take you back to the network and go into events and give you a little bit more of a demo about how this works. So I'll just go to the one for later on today. So you can see the time, it's a live video. And then I always have a little note. So I am letting everybody know, for now, this event is going to be live on Instagram until we move in August. And then the replay, so I'm not even putting that on my IGTV. I'm just taking that replay, saving it to my phone, and then uploading it into the community. So if you want to watch me live, it's here. Instagram doesn't save the lives anymore, which is totally fine. But it just kind of lets you have that moment of being live, and then you can take that video and put it somewhere privately for the people who are paying to access that. That's because I am admin, so you don't need to worry about that. But down here again, you can share your thoughts, ask questions about the event if it's not clear, or if I put the wrong time or something like that, you can certainly let me know, of course. So that's kind of the anatomy of what that event is going to look like. Also, right here, you'll be able to say you're going, maybe, or not going. So when I'm not RSVP'd already, I made the event and I said I was going, but it will say RSVP right here. All right. So the next area I want to show you, I'm going to go back to home. And I want to, we did the full left side menu, and I want to just take a moment to come up here and talk about the profile, talk about settings, and talk about how to communicate with me one-on-one. So the first area is this little chat bubble icon. And so this is where you can, where I'm going to see all of the communications, obviously, because I am the host of this community. But you will be able to see one-on-one communications with folks within the community if you want to. That's completely up to you. Primarily, it'll probably be the one-on-one communications that you and I have. If you ask questions, or if you come to me and you say, "Man, my lower back's really bugging me," or another area, of course, and then I can say, "Hey, I want you to do this video for this amount of days," and then come back and let me know how it feels after that. So that's primarily where these notifications are going to be coming from, is that one-on-one communication between you and I. So if you want to create a new chat, click on there. You can search for somebody. So if you're searching for me, and then you will, well, I think this is because I'm logged in as me, but it'll come up as a chat. So for instance, if I am chatting with my dad, it'll come up like this. So if you're saying Vanessa Reagans, it'll say Vanessa Reagans here at the top where it says Mark Reagans. And then we can have a private conversation. You can add a photo, attach a file, shoot me an emoji. So that's just what that looks like. Next is notifications. These are where all the notifications are going to be. I'm going to be very careful with how many times I shoot out notifications. My hope is that I'm going to be using Haymarket. So how you are texting me now, when you are a member here, I collect your phone number. So I will be doing primarily most of my communication or reminders in that way through Haymarket, through a regular text message with links back into the community. And I'm going to blend that. I'm going to do, announcement posts and things like that, so that you are, so if any updates happen, or if I'm going to be taking some time off of class or teaching or whatever might happen, you will know either way. So these are where the notifications are that you will see. Now we're going to get into the profile. So we're going to open up my profile here, and I would hope that you please, if you're comfortable with it, adding your photo, adding a picture of you, of your face, please, if you're comfortable with it. And then if you could fill out your profile as much as possible. If you're sharing a profile, that's completely fine. Let us know. And then throughout here, you can see the information of the activity that you've been doing. So all the classes that you've been watching and participating in, things that you've commented on, people who are followers of you, and then who you are following. Personal links. So here you go. You can check out my profile, and I have all of my social media platform links, and then my website. And I have a little introduction here. There's only 2 groups in this community, so I obviously am a part of both of them. So that will show under your profile. If you are a part of the retreat or my hybrid coaching program, you will be a part of groups. So you'll see that under your profile. Next is topics. When you look at the topics, if you want notifications, or if you want to know when I pop a new yoga video or I pop in a new foam rolling video, you want to make sure that you follow those topics. And you can do that here. So if hold on, sorry. That's not what I meant to do. When you're editing your profile, so it'll look like this, you can put a nice cover photo, your beautiful face. And then if you scroll down here, you can add in a group. But I'm already a part of them. But if I said, nope, I'm not gonna follow support and bugs, but actually, see, so now if I hover over this, it says follow. When I hover over this, it says I'm following. So make sure that you're following. I hope that you follow all of them. If you don't want to, obviously, you certainly don't need to. If you're not a fan of stretching or Qigong or something like that, certainly don't have to. All right, so I want to head back to the profile. So it's going to show you your topics that you're following, and then the events. Now, I'm pretty sure these are going to show the events that you are RSVP'd to. So that will be nice. You'll just be able to check that out on your profile. Next area, your settings, notifications. This is something that I want you to take the opportunity to look at and shift if you want. I do not get any email updates. I want them all on my mobile phone, so I've toggled that on. This is up to you here. Cheers on your posts. They say stuff, but your posts, comments on your posts, comments after you, @mentions. I have them all toggled because I want to know what's going on. And I am the host, so I feel like I should have them all on. But make sure that you go through all of these and see which ones that you want to have on or off. So like I said earlier, every time I post something, the community platform asks me if I want to notify all of the members within the community. And most of the time I say no, because I don't want to, do that. And sometimes I'm editing things, and so that's why I want to use that text message, or I'll use kind of an all chat message, or I'll send a post out and say, hey, check out these new posts. I just uploaded these videos, or something like that. All right, so underneath, you can't see because my camera is right here, but underneath that says group notifications. So you will be able to see, or yes, you can see, but you can't see the toggles, but they're the same as the ones above. So you'll be able to also have those toggled on or off. All right, next. That is all of that, because I am the host. So that is the gist of the desktop version. Now, what I'd like to do is I would like to take this opportunity to show you the mobile version. Oh, I see what happened. My phone turned off. Here we go. All right. So I'm just going to switch this up. All right, so I'm just going to come solo for just a moment, and then I'm just going to switch this up, and we're going to check out the, oops, that was not what I meant to do. Goodness, sorry. Here we are. All right, I just want to show you the navigation for the mobile version. So here we are in the home feed, and you can see it's a little bit different. So how to access the left side menu, I'm going to do this in the same order. The left side menu, we're going to come above the logo, above that little colorful brain logo are those 3 lines. You want to click on those 3 lines, and then it opens up the menu. So this should look familiar. Home, discovery, members, invite, topics, events, and groups. So you'll be able to, let's just check out the home first. So here's home. All the posts kind of in order here from when they were posted. But then if you're like, ooh, I don't really care to look through the feed like that, click on the 3-line icon or the hamburger and then click on discovery. This is how I like to view all of the posts. So there you can see the welcome section. You can scroll side to side here, featured, the upcoming events, and then all of the topics. Then we'll click back to the menu. And then members, you can see all the members if you want to connect with them on the mobile. Oh, that's because I am the host, sorry. Here we go. Here are topics. So you can see all of the topics that I showed. So if you come to start here, you can see the community checklist and then how to get in touch. And then at the bottom it says you are all caught up because there are only 2 posts in that topic. Here is the yoga. Perfect. Next, events. I'm just moving through this because the desktop and the mobile version look very similar, and it's a very, very similar navigation. So here are the events. And when you open that up, it looks like this, very similar. I did a really nice job with that mobile version. And then if you are joining the Holistic Approach coaching program, or you're going to join me for the retreat, you will have access to these groups. So this is how you access it here. You can click on either the featured area or either one, it's fine. So here's what the Holistic Approach looks like. So there's not a whole lot going on because I don't have clients in this program quite yet, but it's still the same thing. So it's just a kind of a level deeper into the platform. So we can click on that hamburger and then it gives you the menu for that group. So the pictures look different. So you can and then at the very top, you can see it says back to network. So you can always kind of know exactly where you are within the network by looking at that area. So here we go. You got the activity feed, which doesn't really have anything. Then the discovery, which doesn't have a whole lot either. And then topics. And events, but there are no events. So if we want to go back to the main one, we click on back to network. So that takes care of that full left side menu here. So now we're going to go back to home, click on home. And then we're going to look at the very bottom. This menu should look similar to the one that was in the upper right corner on the desktop version. So if you need to go back home, or if you need to find home, there's two ways. You can do it in that left sidebar, or you can just click on that brain and it in the lower left and you will be able to basically refresh the feed. You can see when I click on it, it refreshes the feed for you. The next icon is the message icon, so you can see all of the conversations that you are having. Now, some of the things aren't available on the mobile version. As you can see, you cannot put an attachment. You can't have an attachment for the chat on mobile, but when you're on desktop, it does give you an option to add an attachment. The next area, if we go back home, is the plus sign. So if you want to add a post, a question, anything like that, you can quickly, it's called a quick post. Now the cool thing, we'll just do a little bit of navigation here. I don't think I showed you that on the desktop version. So here is the navigation. Up at the top, it says quick post. If you want to click on that arrow, then it drops it down and you can create an event. I think I have the settings to that members cannot create events, only I can, but you can create a question, or you can create an article, or just a regular post. You can also make sure that you are posting to the correct area. So if you were in the retreat and you meant to post it in the main community, you can just make sure that you're posting it in the correct area. This is really helpful for me as the host. And then you can add a topic. So what, if anything, does it relate to a particular topic? If it doesn't, no worries. It's all good. You don't have to do that. So then you'll just share what's on your mind. Here for this post, you can actually add an attachment. You can tag it, or you can add a photo or take a photo. And then click post when you're ready. Next is your notifications. This again is similar to the desktop version. You're just going to see all the notifications. I'm going to be very cautious on how many times I notify you in the community. Primarily, my hope is that the communication and letting you know that something is new within the community is going to be via text message. Last but not least, you can also check out your profile. And so you can come up here at the top, view profile, and you can edit your profile, review it. And I think that the other settings here are just because I am the host, but you can certainly view your profile on the mobile device as well. We'll go back home. Perfect. Alrighty. Whoops. Okay, so that is going to complete our live community demo. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope that this was very helpful for you. I hope that you are able to navigate a little bit easier now that you've seen how to navigate around both menus, the main left side menu, and then the couple areas up at the top in the dashboard. There's that little left or that right upper right menu, and then on the mobile version, how to navigate using that hamburger icon, that three-lined icon to navigate that left side bar. And then on the mobile version, it's on the bottom where you can see your notifications, send me or anybody a message, and then review your profile. So please let me know if you have any questions. And I hope that you enjoy this awesome resource and tool. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this live, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care.